What do you mean when you say know what it is also?
Nobody?
What do you mean when you say know what it is also?
Yes, what do I mean? You see, this, everybody lives it, because it's with everybody. But it is skipped, because for the mind, it doesn't present anything. So, what makes it precious, it's when finally you know what it is without knowing it. Yeah.
It's about what you said before.
A little louder, please.
What you said before about whether there is something that is not manifestation. And you said that you're not going to answer that. I think that's what keeps me here, that I don't know if there is something other than manifestation. There's a...
And if I tell you, drop the subject, what happens?
It feels like I can't because I don't know what's real.
Drop the subject. Of course you can. Even when you sleep, you do. But you see, it's maybe true. You can do it maybe only when you saw that everything you tried is as a dead end. So then maybe the mind then is so at loss or gives up that if he hears what I tell you, he will just do it because, yeah, it's enough, you know. And yeah, maybe that's why you see I insist, ask questions, don't enjoy the silence, sure. But if a question is there, don't use only your knowledge, oh, it's mine, I will not ask the question. Ask, because it is in exhausting the mind. Maybe, I say maybe, or at least also, it can be. Okay. That you don't want to listen anymore. But there are no recipes. You. Ah, no, you. It's a different atmosphere. Yes.
Hi, Ganga.
Hi.
You just said we all know that peace is a precious gift. You just said this.
We all want that.
Yes.
Lose, yeah.
And I feel for me, you know, there's these waves, and there's peace, and there's unpeace, but I don't want to make a concept out of it.
Yeah.
And now when you say peace is a precious gift, I feel like my mind wants to make a concept out of peace.
That's the problem.
But you say, you know, it's... It feels like anything that is said...
The word consciousness is a problem, peace is about everything. can be conceptualized. This is the thing.
Yeah.
So just understand maybe the mechanism of the mind, which is that, exactly that. So you're not obliged to be constantly bound by it. Well, you prefer this?
I have another question.
Yeah, sure.
You said stop. You told her stop, bas. And there's moments of that, and then and then there's the life.
Yeah,
and
but look, when you stop, then you know the nature of things. And when it arises, even if you forget, but you deeply know it's the movie, and at some point, again you woke up. We don't know why, it's because probably it's very precious to stop. I am very weak in trying to express and tell, but today is the way I do.
You said you're very weak.
In my words, in my argument. But I don't care. I care very much, why not, that you see that by yourself. Sure. So you understood that it is not all what is presented to you, you understand that this is the mind. Yeah? And to hear stop is in the mind, it's the mind which listens. But the doing, where are you left? Don't answer, otherwise you are in your mind. But it's a way to indicate something. And I repeat, the description of it will be in terms of time. Oh, I am now in my mind describing, so it's no more there. Maybe true, maybe not. But you see, who cares in fact? Because you see the nature of things. It's amazing. With forgetfulness also, it's part of the game. Anyway. I feel stuck in telling you things, but I don't suffer because of that. I just see the limits of the mind, which is not personal.
feel the problem isn't in the delivery of the message, but
Message.
you were speaking of the words you choose and how you express, but here it feels...
It's a normal talk, it's not a message. Okay, go on. Okay.
I think my question is related to
How do you express it?
no, because very often you say it wakes you up naturally again,
Yeah,
and I feel it's for me always a conscious decision.
it's a...
It's like a decision that I
No,
somehow make.
no. That wakes you up. No, it's not a decision. When you decide, then you are into practice, because it doesn't come and then who am I? Which is okay. I don't want to, but at some point it's no more okay. At some point, I want to be what those wise men, so-called wise men, speak about. It's true.
Yes.
Okay. So, what did you say?
Because you say it comes naturally that there's
Yeah, it does.
not my experience.
Really. Which concept you have of it?
I don't know.
I think you know, because you had an experience. You say, I am at peace. I have known that. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, what was it?
I don't know.
No, that's interesting. So I think there are many moments where, I don't know, which appear. But they are squeezed because the mind cannot present you anything. They are not seen, but they are there very often. Once you have seen, once you know how the mind works, it's always available. When I say always, it will not present every second of the movie, but it's available. It wakes you up. Maybe because you are in love with it, and then that is in love with you. You say, hey, I'm here. Okay. Thanks. You have a concept of it. So that's the trouble. So, or convince me that you don't have a concept of it.
No, I would like to know what it is if it's there.
This is the thing.
No,
You have to give up to want to know what it is.
no. I mean, if there's a concept about it, I would like to know what
Yeah,
I keep.
but this is part of the investigation. If you are a seeker of that line, you have to investigate everything. It's not that you have to swallow what is said. You have to investigate. Oh, I felt that, but it's not here now. So how was that silence? How is it not now? And so on. And you hear all what is presented, all what you can express. It's the mind. So if this comes to you now, oh, but that's the mind. Where are you at that very second? But this is not seen because you wait for an answer that the mind will present you. It's, yeah. You see, it is an amazing... Satsang is very strange because in the way of the world is to learn. Eventually then you're a student, eventually a professor. Okay, let's make it like that. Here it is to show that at once, just now, see if you are anybody after all. You will have replies, but it will be replies which goes on changing with your maturity, with your regressing, with whatever. So, still, there is something. You have grown. You are absolutely not that same person as you were like when you were 5 years or whatever, example. And yet, there is something which is still there. But it's not related to the body nor the mind. It goes on changing completely. You are absolutely not the same person. And yet, you are not mad. I mean, there is something there. So I try to refer to that, which is absolutely untouchable. But it is. It is. That's all. So investigation is good if you are very much in your mind, because it undo every time. It's not this, it's not that. So you are not left at the same place as when you were experiencing this or that. It's not this, it's not that. So at least it looks like you are deeper in the layers of the mind, till you feel you are at the source. Still it is a source. But, I mean, this is the progressive way. But nobody obliges you to go with a progressive way. At some point, in the progressive way, because with the mind generally you cannot do otherwise, suddenly you hear, but it's just here now. You don't need to be a student, better, mature, more learned, more perfect, more sattvic, more devotional, or more serviceful. You don't need. This is the way of the world. Here it is about, at least not about the mind, nor the body. Don't ask me more, I don't know. But I know that there is something which is not a thing. And coming back to my mind, I find it the most precious to introduce that. It's not even introducing, but it looks like in your time, in your movie. It's peace. Otherwise, it's a direction. Ooh, it's a direction. Anyway, this is a good direction, because in the world you don't know what is peace. It's just an utopia. Nobody's at peace in this world. But we are born, we can, with this also, this possibility. You are not You have no obligations with your mind. Give yourself a split second of stop. I find it very precious. Otherwise, I would not be here to tell it to you. But everybody is convinced, says the same thing. So you do whatever you like with what I say, but at least for me, it's very precious. Okay? Good. And I don't mind to say me. I don't care about the vocabulary. Of course it is me who speak about it. A very personal I. What is the time? Okay. Personally, it's time for me. So, thank you very much.